is intensity, what is integrity, and what is discipline.
Before coming, I twisted my left wrist during basketball game, and I barely can use my left hand. After few training, my hand can sustain my body weight, and now everything looks normal for my left hand.
Starting early in the morning with some yoga to move the body, then puja to move the spirit, then these talks that really dive into my subconscious mind to really get into these root patterns of my life and to really release that emotional charge once and for all from my being. In day 28, I am complete.
I think the biggest breakthroughs for me were like completion with my social circle, like my parents and relationships. So I really felt deep healing experiences. Also, I kind of manifested different powers. For example, I could do remote vision. Another thing that I manifested was body scanning. I would say the last thing that really touched me was how everything is so kind of personal. The whole experience, like people really attend to you, they care about you. You're not just a number in a program, but you're treated like a real being. So I really appreciate that.
Everybody has a wonderful breakthroughs and experiences.
Life-changing process once you have joined.
I would recommend this to anyone who wants to make a big shift in his life, a big change. Not even just like growth, but for personal transformation and breakthroughs, because this program just brings you to the next level.
If anybody is just tired of being tired and wants to do something new in his life, I encourage you to come and try PSS. Make it happen for your life. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna do it for yourself.
Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization currently made up of 160 plus members.
Nithyanandam, welcome to Kailasa's Nithyananda Yoga. Nithyananda Yoga, which is revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, from the very shores as revealed by Paramashiva himself, the Ashtanga Yoga. So welcome all of you. Let's put your hands together in Namaskara Mudra as we begin with the Sadgurundaram. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Keep your eyes closed as we chant the Shiv Mool Mantra Japa 11 times internally. Om Ham Ham Shivaya Namaha. 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 Now we'll be entering into the ritualistic cleansing, because yoga is a ritual. So let's begin with the Tadvachanam. Om Atu Dattam Sodhyami Sudha. Om Vidya Dattam Sodhyami Sudha. Om Shiva Dattam Sodhyami Sudha. Om Ham Hridaya Namaha. Now clasp your right hand over the left and place it on the right thigh as we enter into Sankalpa, the conscious resolution. Visualize what you want to manifest has already manifested. Om Mamopata Samasta Duritashad Dwara Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Prityartham Cha अद्य पूर्वोक्ता एवं गुणाविशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां सुविधौ पूर्ण आरोग्ययुक्त दृढ़ात योगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिव शक्तिया विस्करणार्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासम करिष्ये. Om Apaprisha. Wash your hands and keep the Panchapasana aside as we enter into the first asana for the Chaturtha Vinyasa Krama first sequence. The first asana is Khecharasana. So sit comfortably, bring your legs in Padmasana. Swamiji reveals when you sit in Padmasana, your reactionary assumptions reduces. Sit in Padmasana with your spine tall, shoulder relaxed. Reach hands gently on the knees, palms facing down. Perform the Kechi Mudra. Turn the tongue gently backward into the hollow of the mouth. Form Pratyahara Kumka. Inhale deeply and hold your breath while withdrawing the senses inward. Hold comfortably, and when you can't hold anymore, exhale forcibly and engage all the three bandhas, the Mahamudra Bandha, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and Jalandhar Bandha. Visualize your awareness lifting from the body into vast expanse of inner sky. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Khecharasana Nama Padmasanas Tadaha Jivyam Talum Prashan Nagrasanam Dashti Nidhat Ke Vicharati Yogi. The next asana is Agrasanam. As you are seated comfortably in Padmasana with your hands on the respective knees, perform Shambhavi Mudra. Keep your eyes open wide and steady while gazing outward, but awareness rests deeply within. Pratyahara Kumaka. Inhale, drawing the senses within. Hold the breath comfortably, and when you can't hold anymore, exhale forcibly and engage. This time, only engage Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Pull the stomach in and up and bring your gaze to the third eye. Visualize your body as a sacred vessel, spine as a radiant mala of 108 luminous beads, a sacred garland offered upward. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Agrasanam cha pratamam. Ashwad asanam apyadham. Adhyasanam tathaiva. Thevanyat. Simhasanam api uchyate. The next asana is Narada Laya Mudra. As you are seated comfortably in Padmasana, hands resting on the knees, keep your chest open. Once again, perform the Kechi Mudra, where you roll the tongue gently up and back of the hollow of the mouth. Perform the Pratyahara Kumka and engage Mula Bandha. Once again, a reminder to everybody that Mula Bandha will be engaged in every asana. Visualize the flame of consciousness glowing steadily within you. As Narada's celestial melody rises, its notes carries away your awareness into blissful absorption. In this sacred rhythm, all fear dissolves, leaving you only pure joy of eternal song. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Rechatakar Kame Kumbhejo Mudra Mai Khecharidva Dvipolaya Me Vahi. The next asana is Humkarasana. As you are seated comfortably in Padmasana, place both of your hands on the sides, palms pressing against the oblique with the thumb and fingers downward. Extend your abdomen long and forward. Lift and straighten your chest, your torso. And after deep inhalation, produce the seed syllable hum internally to drive the inner life wind upward. Pratyahara Kumka, Moola Bandha. Visualize a luminous blue vibration of energy glowing at your navel as you chant the japa. Hum. Guhya Vyayum Nadya Madhya Akshatum Uppayah Padmasane Dhanam Sthapya Hastadvayam Parshvahanayet. The next asana is Virochanasana. As you are seated comfortably in Padmasana, hands resting on the sides like in the previous asana. Broaden your chest while lifting your upper torso, palm, and once again perform the Kechari Mudra. Roll the tongue to the roof of the mouth and into the hollow of the mouth. Pratyahara Kumka, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself seated as radiant Virochana, all eliminating presence of the center of Dharma wheel. As you chant the japa, Hum. Yoga Chakra Yantro Vakarni Bhushitam Virochana Padmasana Vistrina Bandhena Pranavayur Sarosh Vishuddha. The next asana is Jnana Mudrasana. So come to the kneeling position. Start kneeling with the knees grounded, toes tucked under the feet. Sit gently onto your sitting bones. Keep your spine tall and relax your breathing. Relax your shoulders. Place your hands gently on the thighs in Bindu Mudra. Hands in Bindu Mudra on the thighs, Samavritti. Inhale through the nose and exhale evenly. Maintain your rhythmic breath without strain. Hold comfortably, and when you can't hold anymore, exhale forcibly and engage all the three bandhas, the Moola Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and Jalanda Bandha. Bring your gaze to the nose. Visualize resting in wisdom seat, grounded at your core. Chant the japa, Nithyananda Paramashivam. Janubhya Madhya Bhumo Sthapya Hridaya Chinna Mudra Dharayan Nabha Padadare Sanstapya Jnana Mudrasana Vidhu. The next asana is Kaya Yamaga Asana. Start standing with your feet slightly wider than hip width and toes turned slightly out. And then bend your knees deeply into the lower your hips towards the ground until your thighs are close to the calves. And keep your chest lifted as the spine tall. Place your palms together at the chest for the balance. Or avoid letting your knees collapse inward by pressing gently outward. Then press through the feet to straighten your legs. So it's a dynamic motion. You can stand up and come to the squatting position with your toes tucked. Repeat this again. Shambhe Mudra Samavritti. Engage Moola Bandha. Visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mele Uyarti Kele Irakti Nalaiku Elakuru Shuru. The next asana is Ustrasana Dve. Begin standing with your feet hip width apart, and then bend your knees and lower your hips into the chair-like position, lifting your heels off the ground, toes tucked, maintaining your balance on the toes. Lower yourself down in a slow, controlled movement, but avoids your sitting bones contracting the back of your heels. Hands resting on the top of the knees with your elbows straight. Make sure that your elbows are straight. Engage your core. Elbows are straight. Engage your core. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti. Engage Mulbandha, visualize the fierce form of Shiva, Lord Rudra in your inner space. As you chant the japa, Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padam Gushtabhyam. Ashtabhyam Dharagulfocha Khe Gate. The next asana is Vakrasana. From the standing position, start from the standing position. Keep your feet shoulder width apart. And then sit into the squatting position, keeping your thighs parallel to the ground with feet remaining flat. And interlace the finger to come down and into the squatting position. Feet will be flat. And interlace the finger at the navel and hold static. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama, engage Mulbandha, which rise, sinking into static squat as energy twists from upper body through the hips and legs, awakening the Kundalini as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Vakrasanam. The next asana is Pithasana. Once again, start from the standing position with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. And then turn your toes slightly out. And then from that position, bend your knees deeply into the low squatting position. Place your hands on the knees. Low squatting position means your buttocks will be on the ground. And keep your hands on the knees with your elbows pointing out. Lift and open your chest to lengthen your spine. Arms firmly for the stability. Avoid rounding your back. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mulbandha. Envision prana flowing upward through your core. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pitham Ardhachandram Chava. Sarvotto Badram Kevacha. Asanam Rachitam Badha. Padmadhe Asanam Lakshanam. Atha Karna Maha. The next asana is Bhumi Pada Angushthasana. So once again, start from the standing position with your legs comfortable and place both the palms cupped on the ground in front of you. Lean your torso slightly forward while keeping your spine straight. Relax your shoulders down, steady gaze to the floor. Hands evenly for the balance, avoid collapsing your chest. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama, engage Mulbandha, visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness, dissolving stiffness. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Karadvayam talam bhumau Utakaaren dharayet kinchid anamrita tanu nishala dhiramasanaha. The next asana is Kundalini asana. So once again, from the standing position, as you stand tall with your feet hip width apart, spine elongated. Now bring your hands together at the back, holding the wrist with one hand behind your back. And then engage your glutes, your thighs as you press your pelvis forward and Open up your chest. Tilt your head back gently. Put your arms down further for the depth. Shambhavi Mudra. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Mula Bandha. Visualize luminous spiral of wild energy at your spine base. Dense and vibrant. It brightens steadily as slow breath nourishes it without force. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Kundali asanam. The next asana is bandhas. Once again, from the standing position with your feet hip width apart. Hinge forward, lean forward from your hips, hold your torso over your legs. Let your head and neck relax towards the ground. Place your hands beside your feet or hold your ankles for the support. Avoid locking your knees. Shambhavi Mudra. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Mula Bandha. Visualize your spine elongating as hold forward, releasing tension through your neck and back as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Adhastasana Nama Pado Hastabhyam. Vished Daye. The next asana is Prana Pranasana Purvanga. Once again, come to the kneeling position with both the hands on the mat, like in Gajasana posture. So come to the Gajasana posture just above your shoulders and press yourself up and shift forward to bring your shoulders beyond the wrist. As you lift your head and chest, engage your core for the support. Avoid collapsing your lower back by keeping your belly active. Shambhavi Mudra. Jai Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as keen, alert dog, fired with vibrant energy and ready to spring as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Skandho Raksham. Prasryat Prasharya Vakrataya Prasaryet. Yatha Shakti. Tirkiya Kumbhaka Kritta Vyayam Samacharet. The next asana is Angushta Mushtikasana. So from the standing position, take a wide stance with your front knee bent at 90 degrees. So spread your legs and the front knee will be at 90 degrees and back leg will be straight. Then hinge forward to bring your chest just above your front thigh and interlace the finger behind you. One leg is front and one leg is back. And the front knee is bent at 90 degrees. And interlace the finger behind you and raise it above. Extend your arms back and up, placing your hands actively for opening the stretch. Avoid collapsing your chest by keeping your sternum lifted. Padahasta Mudra, where you place your palms, interlace them firmly, forming an axe. Jai Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mula Bandha. Envision prana flowing through your arms and chest. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bandhasanatyahu Gorakshasana Mevacha Angushtamashikam Vyena Brahma Prasaritam Tatnam. The next asana is Tridha Stambha Dhiroha Asana. So from the standing position, stabilize the knees and engage the thigh joints. Step one leg back into a lunge. So front knee will be at 90 degrees, back leg will be at straight at the back, and then like a lunge position, and then extend the back leg and then lift it and move it in circles to the right, to the left, to the back, to front. So make a controlled circular sequence with the back leg. Hands on the hips. Padahasta Mudra. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Mula Bandha. Envision prana flowing steadily through your legs. 4. So you'll be lifting your back leg and making in a circular sequence into lunge. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Guru Sandhi Dharanam Cha Tathot Paranam Preram Param Didasam Bhadhiro Rahanam Dandahasabha Evacha. The next asana is Ekapadasana. In this asana, as you stand tall with your feet together and shift your weight onto one leg. You can choose any of the leg. We'll be repeating this sequence on the other side. So remember that you are standing on which leg. Hinge forward from your hips and lift your other leg straight back until it is parallel to the ground. Once again, and lean your torso forward. Extend your arms forward in alignment with your ears. Interlace your hands actively. Hands will be in Anjali Mudra. Hands will be in Anjali Mudra, body parallel to the ground. Jai Kumka Pranayama. Tuck the chin to the chest in Jalandhar Bandha. Visualize one leg arching behind your back, behind your head, embodying karma knots, ancient samskaras. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Siddham Padmam Tatha Simham Vajram Vajram. Muktakam Guptam Gomukham Me Vacha Vedam Sastikam Evacha. The next asana is Chandrakanta Asana. So start from a deep lunge position with your front knee stacked over your ankles and your back knee resting on the mat. Back knee is resting on the mat. Press your front foot as you lift your chest and arch your back. With your palms together for the connection in Anjali Mudra above you, slightly bending towards the back. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama, visualize cool moonlight rising through your spine. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ardhanarishwaram Chaita Akasanam Dharaveva Chandrakanta Sudharam Yas Hasanam Thre Param. The next asana is Ardha Chandrasana. So from the standing position with your feet hip width apart, actually it is the feet is wide apart and your front foot is turned forward. Hinge at your hips. So lean forward at your hips to lower your front hand towards the ankles. While keeping your top arm resting alongside the body. Keep your chest open. Place your lower hand slightly for the balance. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Visualize your whole body form a clear, radiant crescent moon as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gorike Padmas Padadvayam Tarya Hastadvayam Vyomani Nidhaya. The next asana is Ardha Chandrasana Purvanga. So, from the previous asana, the hands which are resting on the sides, bring it over the head, almost like parallel to the ground. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama, Bandha. Visualize your whole form as a clear, radiant crescent moon. As you gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Hasto Vamadakshino Yoga Patapad Tete Dakshinapi Pashwana Namitva Vamayam Tatada Punavarme Kuryat. The next asana is Gajasana Dve. So start from the standing position with your feet hip width apart and place your hands just above your knees on your thighs. Bend it forward slightly while keeping your spine long and your body steady. Press your palms firmly into the thighs for the stability. Keep your chest lifted, gaze forward, avoid rounding your back. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a mighty elephant, steady and grounded in unwavering strength. Engage Mulabandha as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Janvo urdhva karo sthapya sthira devo bhavedharam. Etat gajasanam sarva vijnana viched karakam. The next asana is Nachiketa asana. So stand tall with your feet hip width apart and spine elongated. Raise your arms straight above your head. Keep your shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Arms pressed together in Anjali Mudra. Lengthen your spine to your fingertips. Engage your core to maintain the stability. Jai Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize embodying Nachiketa's unique qualities. Razor sharp discernment, piercing derision, fearless resolve, defying death, and fearless wisdom, seeking only eternal truth. As we chant the japa, Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Atanachitikesasanam. The next asana is Varahasana, Trini. Once again, form the standing position with your feet hip width apart. Bend your knees and hinge, lower your torso and hinge forward to place both hands on the ground under your shoulders. Keep your spine long and hips slightly higher than your knees. So, keep the palms firmly for the stability. Avoid locking your knees. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a steadfast bow, rooted firmly and pushing forward with unwavering power as you chant the japa. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kartalo bhumo sthapya padagram jano anantare udham chodhva muthapya varahamedam asanam. The next we will be repeating Pada Angushta Mustikasana on the other side. So switch the legs from the standing position. The front leg will be at 90 degrees and back leg will be straight. Hinge forward to bring your chest just above your front thigh. Interlace the finger above you in Pasahasra Mudrasana. Keep your chest straight. Jai Kumbhaka Pranayama. Envision prana flowing through your arm and chest. Engage Mulabandha as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bandha Sanmatyaho Rakshasana Mevacha Angushtamashikam Yena Brahma Prataditam Tatna. The next asana is Tridha Stambha Dhirohan Asana. From the standing position, stabilize your knees and engage the thigh joints. Step one leg. So once again, we are repeating this asana where your front knee will be at 90 degrees, back leg will be straight, and from this lunge position, start circulating, lifting your back leg, making a circular sequence. Hands on the hips. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Envision prana flowing steadily to the legs and core. Engage Mulabandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Puri Sandhi Dharam Cha Tatho Param Tridhatham Sambhadhirohanam Dandadhatva Sevacha. Now we'll be repeating Ekapadasana on the other side. So stand on the opposite foot this time. Lean forward as the back leg is straight and parallel to the ground and upper body is parallel. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Visualize one leg arching behind your back, embodying karmic knots, ancient sanskaras dissolving into boundless freedom. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Siddham Padmam Tatha Simham Bhadram Vajram Cha Muktakam Guptam Gomakhe Meyokam Cha Viram Stha Tastikam Evacha. The next asana is Chandrakanta asana. So from the deep lunge position with your back knee resting on the ground, press the front foot as you lift your chest and arch your back and raise the arms over the head and extend them slightly behind with your palms together in Anjali Mudra. Avoid collapsing your lower back. Jai Kumka Pranayama, Mool Bandha, visualize cool moonlight racing through your spine, filling you with steady, calming energy. Feel its gentle glow, soften tension, and clear your mind as you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramshivoham. Ardhanarisham Cheta Bakachanam Dharava Chandrakanta Sudharaye Jagharasana Vedam Param. The next asana is Ardha Chandrasana. So from the standing position with your feet wide apart, front foot is turned forward and hinge at your lower hips, and the front hand is towards the ankles while keeping your top arm resting along the side of the body, parallel to the ground. Bring your hands over the head. Bring your hands over the head. The top arm, bring your hands over the head. Parallel to the ground. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, Mool Bandha. Visualize your body forming tangible crescent moon as chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Purake Padadvayam Prasarya Hastadvayam Vimo Nidhaya. Now we'll be repeating Ardha Chandrasana Purvanga. So, from the previous asana, the upper arm is resting on the sides and gaze upward. Engage Mulbandha Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Visualize your body extending fully, creating crescent shape of light and space as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Hasto Vamadakshino Gulfa Patiye Dakshino Parsho Mitta Vaya Vyayam Tata Purna Vama Kuryat. The next asana is Parvatasana 3. As you stand tall, the standing position, feet grounded evenly, bring both the palms together in Anjali Mudra and raise it above the head. Gently tilt your head backward, gaze upward towards your hand or the ceiling. Keep your chest open, spine long as you maintain the steady breath. Samavritti. Inhale through the nose, hold the breath, and exhale forcibly as you engage Mool Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, pulling the stomach in and up. Urdhva Drishti, gaze upward, visualize yourself as towering mountain, standing tall and unmovable as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Parvata Karanam Uthapya Shairam Yata Tishtet Purvatasana Muktya Sarva Vyadhi Vinashanam. The next asana is Swasya Pranasana Uttaranga. So from the kneeling position with your both hands on the mat, just above your shoulders, press yourself up and shift forward to bring your shoulders beyond the wrist. As you lift your head and chest, engage your core to support the movement. Place hands firmly for the stability. Avoid collapsing your lower back. Chambay Mudra Samavatri, Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as a keen alert dog, charged with vibrant energy. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Janu Purvakara Nidhaya Dehamut Pramaya Pataye. The next asana is Bhujangasana Dve. Start lying down on your belly. So come to the place your belly on the ground with your hands extended, toes flat. Place your palms beside your ribs and press them firmly onto the mat, and then lift and spread your chest as straight with both your arms straight. Draw your shoulders back to open up your heart. Place your hands under the shoulders for the stability. Bhujangini Mudra. Open the mouth wide and subtly draw the prana in. Feel energy rising like a serpent. Samavritti, Mula Bandha. Samavritti with your inhale and exhale through the nose evenly in a rhythmic breath without strain. Visualize yourself as perched cobra, lifting your chest with alertness and grace. As a chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Thiram dhritva samarpya. Opalam cha padamapi. Paksha pusam. Vir Ketam Bha Arthas Pitam. The next asana is Svana Pranasana. So, once again, come to the Virasana posture. With your place both the hands shoulder width apart. Press evenly through the palms, avoid rounding your back. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti. Visualize yourself as a keen alert dog. Mulbandha, chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Darpa Kriyatam, Sanapishta, Dhidam Upshipe. The next asana is Achala Asana. Come to the deep squatting position on your toes. Come to the deep squatting position on your toes with knees wide. Place your hands flat on the ground in front of you for the support between the hands. And then slowly lean forward, shifting and dispersing your weight onto the four, which is the two arms and the two legs, which is tucked. Hold the position as you engage the core, spine natural, Samavritti, Shambhavi Mudra. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as Achala, unshakable, eternal presence at Creator's core. Chandajapa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Achalasanam. The next asana is Vridhrasana Taranga. So from the deep squatting position like previous asana, with your feet hip width apart and hands planted firmly on the ground, shoulder width apart, fingers wide for the support. Bend your elbows slightly and press your knees on the back of your upper arm near your triceps. So this is like Bakasana, where hands will be straight. Engage the core as you lean forward and shift your weight onto the hands and lift your feet off the ground at once. Balance your body. Vaishnavi Mudra, Samavritti. Visualize yourself as powerful vulture as you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Hasta Dharam Bahumau Nitva Pakshayor Janunim Nipidya Nandayet. The next asana is Ekapada Kukkutam. So if you are still holding yourself in the previous asana, then extend one leg straight, the other leg is still on the back of your upper arm. So from the previous asana, you can straighten one leg and balance yourself. Ekapada Kukkutasana. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti. Visualize yourself as a proud rooster, radiant with vibrant comb and feather. And chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Panchachori Kukutam cha Ekapadama Kukutam Akritam Bandakulam Kulam Pashu Kukutam Evacha. The next asana is Ekapada Kondinyasana. So start by bending your knees and sinking your hips. So one leg will be on the top of the shoulders straight and the other leg will be back straight. And hands, in Mayurasana, the hands are pointing towards your feet. In this, hands will be pointing towards your head. Place one leg on the top of the shoulders. Make sure that legs are straight and other leg will be back and enter into Mayurasana-like position with bringing your elbows to the side of the navel and balancing yourself. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavriti, Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as Kundalini Mahamarishi, embodying deepness, intellect, and serene devotion as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vasishthatakondemya Odhukuputa Mevacha Ashtavakravasuttanam Mayuram Setu Bandhanam Stanapadam Krancham Cha Marichim Vera Bhatratam Natarajam Tikonam Cha Suttangushta Prasarane. The next asana is Bhumajangasana Dve Purangam. So start lying down on your belly with your toes tucked under and palms beside your hips. Press into your hands to straighten your arms fully. Lift your chest, keep your shoulders back. Hands firmly for the stability. Perform Bhujangani Mudra. Open your mouth wide. Inhale. Samavritti. Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as Cobra. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Adhyasete Chitadharaye. Sambham Janghyanya Padayo Aro Ahora. Now we'll be repeating Ekapada Kukutasana on the other side. So once again, come to the position from the kneeling position. Straighten your arms in front of you. Place arms in front of you. Bring both the knees on the top of your upper arm or on the triceps, and then extend the opposite foot straight, balancing yourself on the two arms. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a proud rooster, radiant with vibrant combed feathers, governed by inner clock that awakens you with perfect timing each day. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Panchachu Ekukutam cha Ekapadama Kukutam Akaritam Bandachulam Pashukukutam Evacha. Now, next we'll be repeating Ekapada Kondinyasana on the other side. So, this time switch the position of your leg, bring the other foot on the top of the shoulders or on the opposite arm. So, on the top of. Okay, so this asana is quite actually different. So the previous asana was also like where you place the thighs of the bent leg in the opposite arm. So this is a deep twist onto the other side. So bring the front leg on the opposite side of the upper arm and straighten your leg, and the other leg is back straight. So try to do this asana, Ekapada Kondinyasana. So it's not on the same side, it's on the opposite side. Place the front leg on the top of the upper arm and straighten your legs and balance yourself in Mayurasana like posture. Give it a try. Shambhavi Mudra, Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as Kundalini Maharishi. Yes. Straighten your legs once you have the leg the top of the upper arm. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Panchachuri Kukutam cha Ekapadama Kukutam Akaritam Bandachulam Pashukukutam Evacha. The next asana is Advasana. So lie down on your stomach, on your belly with your legs extended and feet relaxed. Let your arms slightly away from your body with your palms facing up. Let your shoulders soften into the mat. Avoid tensioning your jaw and holding your breath. Perform Sakti Jala Mudra. Awaken the base energy with steady intent, drawing prana upward through the spine. Samavriti, Mulbandha. Visualize your body as completely dead, physically sinking into eternal deep ease. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Adva Sanamanam Udare Shanam Tilasarv Vangam. The next asana is Bhujangasana Uttaranga. Once as you're lying down on your belly with your legs extended, feet hip width apart, plant both of the palms in front of you, mat beside your ribs, and press the hands firmly on the ground as you lift your chest, arch your back, elbows straight. Keep your gaze forward, avoid struggling your shoulders towards your ears. Bhujangani Mudra, open the mouth wide and subtly draw the prana inward, feeling energy like a serpent. Samavriti, Mulbandha, visualize yourself as a poised cobra. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Hastadvayam Parshvoyo, Thapititva, Dhano, Puritva, Upjayet. The next asana is Dhrasana, Dve. Start. So lie down on your left side with your legs stacked and rest your head onto the left hand with your elbows extended above your head. Keep your body in a straight line. Place your right hand alongside of the body for ease. Shambhi Mudra, Samavriti, Mulbandha, visualize yourself blessed by your Guru, becoming completely powerful and gently, deeply grounded as you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Suchitram, Nalim, Kantam, Shma, Akshi Sandakam. The next asana is Uttana Padasana. So lie down on your back with your legs extended and arms resting by the side of the hips. Then place your hands beside your hips and with your palms resting on the flat mat for the stability. And inhale. And as you inhale, lift your legs up straight towards the sky, keeping your knees straight to strengthen your core. Engage your abdominal muscles. Support. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavriti, Mulbandha. Visualize the steady flow of nourishing energy from your feet back towards the heart as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Uttana Padam, Uttana Padasanam Nam Prishtesai. Shyanah Pado Urva Vasarya Drishtina Sagre Nidhaya Vasar. Pranam Sambhashet. The next asana is Ekapada Pavana Muktasana. Lie down on your back with your legs extended and arms relaxed by the sides. And exhale. And as you exhale, draw your right knee towards your chest. Interlace a finger just above your right knee to support the leg. And keep your left leg extended and core engaged. Inhale through your spine. Exhale to deep for the deep stretch. Hands in Parshamudra, Mahavriti. Plug the chin to the chest in Jalandhar. Imagine a steady and a fire dissolve in stagnation, restore digestive flow and clarity. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ekapada Paramuktasana Manama Ekamajano Ursi Sampi Nitva Hastabhyam Badhvatu Pavanam Muchitai Munchit Dhruvam. The next asana is the Ekapada Panamuktasana repeated on the other side. So this time switch the position of your leg. This time bring the left leg at the chest, hand interlaced. Relax yourself. Imagine a steady inner fire dissolving stagnation to restore digestive clarity. Chant japa. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ekapada Pavanmuktasana Manama Ekam Janu Urasid Sampinitva Hastabhyam Badhvatu Paramuktit. The next asana is Kama Pithasana. So as you're lying down with your legs lying down, bring the feet on the ground, knee raised. Turn your hands upward and place your palms on the soles of your feet. Turn your palms upward and place the palms under the soles of the feet. Engage your core muscles as you lift your back off the ground, creating a soft arch in your spine while keeping your neck long and supported. Open up your chest. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti, Bandha. Visualize an inner glow or radiant light emanating from the heart region. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chayanam Prati Prashte Hastau Padyor Niveshya Prishte Kotijet Kama Pithasana Kathate. The next asana is Dhira Cholana Asana. Start lying on your back with your legs extended and hands holding the opposite elbows above the head. Engage your abdominal muscles as you lift your back feet off the ground. Knees straight. Try to balance yourself in this asana as you keep your spine long, chest open while maintaining your gaze forward. Place your hand firmly on your elbows for the support. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti, Bandha. Visualize yourself blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, feel powerfulness, strength and stability radiating through you. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dharitva Prashta Vastarya Chubakam Dhram Uttolayet. The next asana is Setu Tolana Asana. So from the previous asana, where your feet is on the ground, place your hands behind you with knuckles pressing firmly onto the ground beside your hips. Press onto your feet and lift your hips and chest upward, creating a gentle arch through your spine. Keep Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti, Jalandhar Bandha. Try yourself a steady, stable bridge as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shighram Apuryas Vasa Hanum Nipatya Katim Uttolayam. The next asana is Hasta Chatuskonasana. So start on your hands with your wrist under the shoulders and knees just above the ground. Engage your core firmly to lift and stabilize your body. Press your palms onto the mat. Distribute your weight evenly and maintain the balance. Keep your spine long, neck neutral to protect the alignment. Avoid sagging your belly, arching your back. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti, Mulbandha. Visualize your body strong and steady, an unshakable frame representing your sturdy and inner powerful inner space. As you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Hasta Chatushkonasana Manama Padahastosam Sthapetva Shariram Chatushkonavat Sthapetva Iti Uchyate. The next asana is Vyagrasana. So from the previous position, inhale and lift your right leg up towards the sky with your knees bent behind you and arching your back. From the previous asana, lift your left leg behind. Lift your right leg up towards the sky and knees bent behind you. Arching your back. Exhale as you round your spine. Draw your right knee towards the nose, engaging your core. So try to bring your knees towards the nose. Try to bring your toes towards the nose. Engage your core. Shambhi Mudra, Antarang Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as a mystic lion as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva. Bhagasana Namaka. Karatalaja Nubhyam Bhume Srisham. Padameka Murtha Kitva. Yaghasana Vijet. Next asana is Vyagrasana Dve. So, from the previous asana, kind of similar asana, as a progression of this asana, ensure that your palms, knees, and toes are firmly on the ground. Inhale as you lift your right leg up towards the sky with your knees bent behind you, arching your back, engage your core, Shambhavi Mudra, Antaranga Kumbhaka, where you quickly and forcibly inhale through the nose and hold the breath for a short while and then slowly release. And again perform Antaranga Kumbhaka. Mulbandha, visualize yourself as a majestic lion. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ardhanarishvara Chaitam Bakasanam. Haravahe Chandrakanta Sudhasaram Vyaghrasanam iti param. The next asana is repeating Vyagrasana on the other side. So this time from the previous asana, lift your left leg up towards the sky with your knees bent. Shambhe Mudra, Antarang Kumbhaka, visualize yourself as a mystic lion. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bhagasana Nama Kartala Janobhyam Bhumim Vishen Padmekam Murdhva Kritva Vyagrasana Vrijam. Now we'll be repeating Vyagrasana Dve on the other side. Once again, from the previous asana, as you lift your left leg, knees bent, arch your back, engage your core to balance, keep your neck neutral. Shambhi Mudra, Antarang Kumbhaka, visualize yourself as a mystic lion, radiate the strength and regal authority as you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ardhanarishvara Chaitam Bakasanam Dharava. Chandrakanta Sudhasasanam Vyaghrasanam iti param. The next asana is Uttarahasana Purvanga. Uttarahasana Purvanga. So start from the kneeling position with hips lifted and knees hip width apart. Thighs perpendicular to the floor. Place your hands on the hips with thumbs resting on your sacrum for the support. Inhale as you lift your chest, tuck your tailbone slightly, lengthen your spine upward, keep your core engaged, shoulders relaxed away from ears. And then hold this gentle back as you continue to push the hips forward and drop your head back. Push your hips forward and drop your head back. Shambhe Mudra Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Make sure that you control through the control movement. Don't slam, arch your back fully. Visualize yourself as a docile, intelligent, resilient camel thriving in harsh extremes. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vegotya Jao Paripashvai Hasta Sirobhagam Prashe. The next asana is Uttarahasana. So from the previous asana, interlace a finger around your big toes in index in Prana Mudra. So bring your hands in Prana Mudra and hold on to the big toes at the back from the previous asana. Lengthen your spine as you press your hips forward, engage your core, keep your neck long without collapsing it. Shambhavi Mudra, Jai Kumbhaka Pranayama. Visualize yourself as recoiled, intelligent, silent camel, thriving in harsh conditions. And the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Gangadhara Pada Karunangushta Samayogam Purna Parshve Patoni Hatya Skanda Vaishasan Prayet. The next asana is Uttarahasana, Uttaranga. So from the previous asana, place the hands, this time place your hands on the soles of your feet with fingers pointing towards your toes. Inhale and lift your chest, lengthen your spine, engage your core. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumaka Pranayama. Visualize yourself as a coiled, intelligent, resilient camel, thriving in harsh conditions. Bandha, as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Vegut Thaya Jano Parir Sitva Urdhukaryasam Munnayem. The next asana is the Sasana Dve. So come to the start standing with your hands on the ground and feet hip width apart, so like a plank position, knees slightly bent. And then begin to bend your knees repeatedly in a controlled flowing motion, moving them forward and backward along thighs. So again and again you are bending your knees only, you're not jumping, you are bending your knees again and again, moving them forward and backward along the thighs. Keep your spine long, chest open as you activate your core to support the movement. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka. Visualize embodying the rabbit's electric alertness, agility, quick, light, responsive bursting with untamed energy as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gajasanam Astitav Jang Bhanu Ashta Pura Makrayan Esha Samasanam Bhavet. The next asana is Chaturangi Asana. So come to the plank position with your palms on the ground, toes tucked. Pull in, move into the tall plank with your hands under the shoulders, toes tucked. Press your palms firmly onto the mat, engaging your arms. Draw your belly in to keep your spine straight. Activate your legs. Place your hands directly on the shoulders. Hands are directly under the shoulders. Avoid letting your hips sag by lifting slightly. Shift. Perform Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mulbandha, Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize your body strong and stable, rooted in unshakable power. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vichitram Neelam Kantam Shuddha Pakshi Sundakam Chaurangi Cha Tatha Pancham Dhirasanam Khagasane. The next asana is Ashwari Asana. In this asana, start kneeling with your hands on the mat beneath your shoulders and knees beneath your hips. Shift forward to lift your knees off the ground, coming into the full plank position, and engage your core as you rotate your body to one side, stacking your feet and pressing firmly onto the support. Keep your hips lifted. Hold this side plank position strong. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself as solid, unwavering dog balance. Mulbandha as a chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Madhyadanda Tiryang Yasya Kram Kashtam Cha Yoginam. Now we'll be repeating Ashwasri Asana on the other side. So switch the position of your hands and enter into the side plank on the opposite side. Stack your knees, palms straight, Other hand is resting on the side. Sahajgumka, Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as solid, unwavering log, balanced on your side. Gaze to the side as a chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Madhyadanda. Diragya Sthagatram Kashtam Cha Yogina. The next asana is Hamsasana. So start from the kneeling position with your, so this is kind of similar to Mayurasana, only thing is your hands. Place your hands on the mat in front of the hips and finger is pointing backward. Finger is pointing backward. Bend your elbows and press them firmly into the lower abdomen to create a strong support, and then inhale as you lean forward. Understand, only when you lean forward, you'll be able to lift your legs and balance. So lean forward, do not hesitate to lean forward more. Lifting your chest while extending and keeping your toes grounded behind, and then core engage and lift the legs off the ground. Visualize yourself as an elegant, graceful swan. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vichitram Nelam Kantam Shukshapakshi Sandakam Chakoran Chaurangi Tatha Krancham Virasanam Sagasane. The next asana is Akrita Kukkutasana. So to put it in simple words, this is Mayurasana, but the knees will be bent on the sides and soles of the feet will be together. So begin seated with your legs bent and knees drawn outward on the sides rather than straight. And place your hands between your legs. Bring the elbows against or inside the thigh or side of the navel. Engage your core and press down through your hands as you lift your hips and body off the ground. Balance yourself. Sahajakumka. Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as a proud rooster, radiant with vibrant calm feather. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Panchachuri Kuktam cha Ekapadama Kuktam Akritam Bandha Chulam Ashukukutam Evacha. The next asana is Mayurahasana 3. So once again, bring the elbows and on the side of the navel. Engage your core as you lean forward to shift your weight onto the arms. Lift your feet off the ground, balancing yourself in a horizontal position with your legs extended. Like in Mayurasana, but the legs will be parallel to the ground. Shambhavi Mudra. Lie yourself as a radiant, proud peacock. And engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Langhadharaha Karayugmam Janvabhimuka Nakha Khagrahe Sthapya. The next asana is Advasana 2. Lie down on your stomach with your legs extended and top of your feet resting on the ground. Place your forehead gently on the mat to keep your neck neutral. Then slide your hands beneath your torso with your palms facing up against your stomach. So palms are under your stomach, facing up, allowing your elbow to fold comfortably alongside the body. Let your chest soften towards the ground. Settle into the pose, keeping your breath slow. Sahajakumka. Visualize the body as lifeless, resting on the earth. No effort, no need to move. nothing to protect. Engage Mulabandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Tadvasanam. The next asana is Salavasana Dve. So as you're lying down on prawn on the mat with your legs extended, straight back, chin. Now lift your head and bring the chin to the ground. Place your fist firmly beside your waist, thumbs inward, creating a solid arch for the breathing. So it is from the previous asana. From the previous asana, just lift your head and put the chin on the ground. Instead of forehead, place your chin on the ground. Hands are on the sides for the support as you lift your both legs high. Lift your both legs high, almost like a locust shape. Breathe evenly. Shambhavi Mudra. Moola Bandha. Gaze to the nose. Try yourself as a resilient, adaptive locust and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Adho Mukham Shitva Shubhakam Bhumo Nibadhyam. The next asana is Kakudasana. So from the previous asana, with your knees hip width apart and top of the feet flat on the ground, lengthen your spine as you lift your chest. Keep your hands resting on the side of your hips to begin. Then gently press your hip forward while engaging your core to support the lower back. Reach your hands down to hold your heels, drawing your shoulders blade together as you open up your chest and lean back into the pose. Keep your neck long. Shambhavi Mudra. Manakumka, Mulabandha. Visualize the two humps of the camel as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vikukudadasanam. The next asana is Dhanurasana Chatur Purvangam. So as you're lying down on the ground with your legs extended and arms reaching back alongside of your body. So this is like Dhanurasana, where you're lying down on your back and lifting your legs up high, holding onto the feet with both the hands. Actually, you'll be reaching, the arms will be crossed. So you'll be right hand holds the left foot and the left hand holds the right foot. So you are holding onto the opposite foot with both hands. Inhale deeply and hold the breath with control. Engage your core muscles, back muscles as you lift your chest and back of your head off the ground. And lift your legs, pull the feet towards the hands, allowing your body to form steady back bend. Shambhavi Mudra, Manakumaka, Moola Bandha. Visualize yourself as a powerful, fully drawn bow, drawn by Shiva himself as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Karadvayam Viprita Gulfadvaya Dhram Dhitva. The next asana is Dhanurasana Chatwari. So this time, from the lying down position, so similar asana, bend both the knees and reach your hands back to firmly clasp your ankles. So your hands are not crossed, you are holding onto the ankle with the respective hand. Inhale deeply to hold the breath. Lift your chest and back of your head off the ground. Keep your arms taut as you lift your legs and pull the ankles towards the hand. Shambhavi Mudra, Small Kumka, Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as a powerful, fully drawn bow by Lord Shiva himself. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Adho Mukho Shayana Asadvayam Prashtav. The next asana is Dhanurasana Uttaranga. Dhanurasana Chatwari Uttaranga. So from the previous asana, As you extend arm back, reach the hands upward. So hands will be reaching from the over the head, not from the sides. So bring your hands over the head to grasp the big toes from the above. Inhale and engage the muscles and lift the chest, head, thighs, arching your spine to go. Keep your elbows lifted and pulled back. Hold this back bend. Shambhavi Mudra Samanakumka Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as powerful, fully drawn bow, drawn by Shiva himself, ready to launch as a chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Vaksham Agreni Nityahyastam Karapada Danda Goshti Go Yogitam. The next asana is Vajrasa Chalanasana. Come to the kneeling position. Come to the kneeling position. Sit back on the heels with your knees hip width apart. Lengthen your spine. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Keep your chest open. Core engaged. Rest your hands on the thighs. Arms drawn for the stability. Shambhavi Mudra Samana Kumaka. Visualize heat, flame in the navel center. Moolabandha, visualize yourself as a fierce and brilliant thunderbolt. As you engage the Moolabandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Vajrachalanamasana Nama Namhi Salayam. The next asana is Hasa Anguli Bandhas Snana. So from the kneeling position from the previous asana, bind your hands or both the hands together behind your back. Thread your body gently through the arms. Create a ringing motion by squeezing and releasing the torso. Keep your shoulders engaged. Shambhavi Mudra Samanko Mukha. Visualize stagnant tamasic energy being released from tips of your fingers all the way through the chest. Moolabandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Astadayam Angule Baddha Sarvadateham Baho Madhya Nishkasha Vimardanam. The next asana is Titiriyasana. So you can start from placing both the palms on the ground and bring your thighs and calves together and raise your back and balancing your body in a controlled and focused. So so it's like a handstand with your knees bent at the back. You can engage your core muscles. Shambhavi Mudra Samana Kumbhaka. You can take the support of the partner or the wall. Balance yourself in handstand with your knees bent. Visualize yourself as a vigilant red wattled or wrapping, thighs and calves united as you raised, symbolizes alertness. Moolabandha, Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Akasanam Kuhyam, Purunya, Vinjarios, Sanniveshan. The next asana is Sarvasana Purvanga. So once again, this is like a pinch Mayurasana with plant your forearms on the ground with shoulder width apart, fingers are wide spread, and step 1 foot closer and engage your core shoulders and look between your hands. And with control, kick your legs straight up vertically until your body forms a straight line. Yes, you can take the support of the wall, you can take support of the partner. Shambhavi Mudra Saman Kumka. Engage Moolabandha. Visualize yourself as a resilient, adaptive locust. Alone, you are patient and grounded as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Danu Talabhu Jatala Karatalai Bhumadhara Nithaya. The next asana is Vrishikasana Dve. So if you are still holding yourself in the previous asana, just bend your legs and try to touch the toes to the crown of the head. Or if you are starting from the start, then place your forearms on the ground and slowly kick your legs straight up and then bend your knees, touch the crown of the head with your toes. Balance yourself. Once again, take the support of the partner, take the support of the wall. You're still into the asana. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Om Shami Mudra Mool Bandha, Vrishchikasamanama, Sheshasana Hastha, Pada Prishte Sirasam, Namitva. The next asana is Dardurasanam. Start by kneeling with your knees spread wide apart. Knees are spread wide apart and your forearms resting on the ground in front of you. Palms down. Allow your hips to stay lifted above. So your hips are not on the ground. Allow your hips to slightly lift over the ground. Palms down above your heels rather than sitting back. And gently lower your torso between your thighs. Lengthen your spine forward. Keep your shoulders soft away from the ears. Manduki Mudra. Close the mouth and subtly turn the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Drinking the nectar from the Samana Pansahasra Chakra. Saman Kumaka Mool Bandha. Visualize the quality of the rabbit. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Karmukasama api shreshtam Dardurasanam uchate. The next asana is Swalikasana. So, from the previous position, bring one leg on the side of your, so start with your bringing the right leg on the side of your shoulders, feet on the ground, knee raised, other leg, step your right foot outside of the corresponding forearms, grounding the sole firmly while keeping the left leg extended back. Knees are resting lightly on the floor, so you can rest your knees lightly on the floor. Lower your forearms to the ground for the support. Shambhi Mudra Samana Kumka. Visualize yourself low to the ground like a gecko, body closed and alert. Mulbandha. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Lakshapadam cha Vamoru Male Vinyasa Tatpadam. Now we'll be repeating Swalikasana on the other side. So switch the position of your leg. This time bring the left foot on the ground, knee raised. Right leg at the back straight, knee on the ground. Shambhi Mudra, Saman Kumka. Visualize yourself low to the ground as like a gecko. Body closed and alert. Mulbandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Lakshapadam cha Vamoru Mule Vinyasa Tatpadam. The next asana is Vyagrasana Purvanga. So start with kneeling with your hands on the mat, slightly ahead of your shoulders. Press your palms and lift your knees. Strengthen your legs as you lift your hips back and up, forming an inverted V shape. Keep your arms strong and shoulders broad, head relaxed. Lengthen your spine. Shambhi Mudra Sahaj Kumka Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as a powerful, steady tiger roaming in jungle. As you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Murdhanam Bhumo Nihatya Samkocha Kumbhakam Samacharet. The next asana is Vyagrasana. So come to the position with your palms on the ground, feet on the ground, and lifting your hips so that your body forms an upside down L shape. Lift your head and gaze forward. Keep your arms straight and shoulders active. Engage your core to support your spine. Shambhavi Mudra, Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as a powerful, steady tiger roaming in the jungle. As a chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Viched Dhotiha Padanta Katala Sthiraha. Next asana is Vyagrasana Uttaranga. So this time, lean your body forward so your shoulders extend just beyond your hands. So previously it was just, your shoulders were just below your palms. This time, move your shoulders ahead, forward, so that it just extend beyond your hands. Lift your legs, lift your heels off the ground so you are coming onto your toes. Engage your core for the support. Shambhavi Mudra. Sahaj Kumka Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as a powerful, steady tiger roaming in jungle. As a chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Asana Prashtham Vajam Urdhvagriham Vashrat Vasarya. The next asana is Chakrasana Trini Purvanga. So this is, start with hands firmly on the ground, shoulder width apart, and fingers are spread wide for the stability. And then press into the floor. Align your wrist, your elbows, your shoulders and hips, your knees and ankles. So in a vertical line. So this is the handstand. Engage shoulders. You can take the support of the partner, you can take the support of the wall. Perform the Chakrasana Trini Purvanga, the handstand. So draw the ribs and pelvic floor towards each other. Engage glutes and core. Shambhavi Mudra Sahaj Kumka Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as a vibrant wheel of spinning energy. Chant japa Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chakranghya Uttola Sirshe Dridhatya Nidhaya. Next asana is Salabhasana Trini Uttaranga. So this is similar to the previous asana. Only thing is, your legs will be slightly bent towards beyond your heads, towards your head and beyond your head. So keep practicing the previous asana, which is the handstand, with where your legs will be bent towards beyond your heads. Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize yourself as a fierce, resilient scorpion. Sahaj Kumka Mool Bandha. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bhujadvayam prasarya Shrisha Pado Prashta Grecha Vikshipet. The next asana is Guptasana Dve. Come to the seated position on your knees with your feet crossed over each other. So you've come to the kneeling position, your feet are crossed. Once again, understand, ankles are not crossed, only the feet is crossed. Sit with your perineum slightly on the heels. Sit your perineum on the heels. So once again, a reminder is ankles are not crossed, only the feet, the front part of the feet is crossed. Hands in Bindu Mudra, resting on the thighs, keeping your length, spine tall and vertical. Relax your neck. Bindu Mudra, Uddiyana Bandha. Kevala Kumka. Allow the breath to pause naturally and exhale. Fully engage. Uddiyana Bandha. Visualize yourself quietly drawing into your inner sanctuary. As a chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Siddham Padmam Tatha Simham Vajram Bhadram Vajram Cha Muktakam. Guptam Gomukham Megham Cha Vedam Swastikam Eva Cha. The next asana is Mandukasana Pancha. In this asana, from the previous asana, which is the kneeling position, spread the knees wide apart. Rest the top of the feet flat on the ground. So uncross your feet. So feet are not crossed in this asana. Place your feet flat on the ground, knees wide apart. Place your hands underneath the shin or just below the knees. Hands are just on the thighs. Grasp the opposite side of the shin behind you. Let your toes of both the feet touch gently. Manduki Mudra. Draw the tongue to the roof of the mouth, drinking the nectar dripping from the Sahasrara Chakra, Kevalaka Kumaka, allowing the breath to pause naturally. Engage Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as a calm, grounded frog sitting peacefully at water's edge. As you chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, Varsho Vishtadeshe cha Angashta Deve Dvecha Samsrishet. The next asana is Uttana Mandukasana Dve. From the kneeling position with your knees on your knees and with your toes flat and blended out wide, so the inner heel and the inner foot are in contact with your grounded of the hips, and with your knees and shin on the ground, lean all the way to the back, bringing the shoulders blade onto the ground behind you, and lift your arms above your head, crossing and holding onto the opposite elbows, and hold. Manduki Mudra, Kevalaka Kumaka, Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as a reclining frog, resting in deep surrender and ease. Chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mandukasana Madhasya Kurparavantra Shiraha. The next asana is Harinkasana Way. So it is from the previous asana. Extend your arms. So start from the previous asana, lying down in the previous asana, from the similar asana. Extend your arms over the head, cross them, holding onto the opposite. Bring the right arm over the left palm. Shambhe Mudra, Kevalakumka, Mulbandha, Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Guru Yugmam Mula Pithartha, Sankhecha, Ashwali Shiv Parvati. The next asana is Ananda Mandirasana Dve. So start from the kneeling position. So come back to the seated position on the kneeling position. The next asana is Ananda Mandirasana. The illustration is being shown. Start kneeling with your feet flat on the ground, toes tucked. Keep your knees separated but not wide apart. Lengthen your spine as you reach both the hands behind you, holding onto the respective calf. Hold the respective calf. Keep your core engaged. Shambhe Mudra. Perform Kriti Shrestha Kumaka, where you draw the breath upward from the navel to the heart, performing Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhar Bandha. So you'll be performing all the three bandhas. Bring your gaze to the third eye and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Ananda Bandirasanam. The next asana is Sankochasana. So this is similar to previous asana, but your knees will be wide apart. Cross your hands behind you to reach the big toes. Lift your chest, Shambhi Mudra, Kriti Sheshta Kumbhaka. As you gaze to the nose and chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Atha Sankochasanam. The next asana is Vayu Bandhasana. So come to the kneeling position with your knees grounded and toes tucked under the feet. Hands in Bindu Mudra on the thighs. Engage Mahamudra Bandha. As you perform Kriti Sheshta Kumbhaka, draw the breath upward to the navel center, from the navel center to the heart, performing all the three bandhas. Visualize yourself embodying the gentle flow and limitless movement of the wind as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Pado Nitamba Sampiyan, Nyasa Janu Vishtabhyam Prano Nabho. The next asana is Nagendrasana. From the kneeling position, lift your hips up, toes tucked for the stability. Lengthen your spine and lift your chest upright, shoulders relaxed. Bring your hands Namaskar Mudra in front of the chest. Kriti Sheshta Kumbhaka. Draw the abdomen and up. Visualize yourself as the serpent king, alert, upright and alert as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Nagendrasanam. The next asana is Deva Garu Vendasana. So come to the kneeling position with your toes tucked and heels. Bring your perineum onto the heels. Bring your sitting bones down onto the heels and keeping your shin long and tall, palms together at Namaskar Mudra. Once again, perform Kriti Sheshta Kumbhaka, perform Dhyana Bandha. Visualize Swamiji radiating divine effulgence as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padagrajanu bhumo sthapitva samya. The next asana is Swadhyanasana. Start balancing on the tip of the toes. So tuck your toes. So sit with your toes tucked and your knees are hovering just above the ground. So your knees are not on the ground. It is just hovering over the ground. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. Maintain the steady breath. Kriti Sheshta Kumbhaka. Mula Bandha. Visualize your attention inward, quiet and observe as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Swadhyasanam. The next asana is Vishankasana. So start with the kneeling position with your toes tucked and sitting bones on the back of your heels. And then, which is the kneeling position, from there, spread your knees wide apart and place your palms on the respective knees. Keep your spine tall, chest upright, engage your core. Shambhi Mudra Kriti Sheshta Kumbhaka. Visualize retain gentle falling up from within as you engage the core. Bandha, chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Shankhasanam. Vaishankhasanam. The next asana is Panchanga Namaskara. So from the kneeling position with your toes tucked, so as you are sitting with your toes tucked beneath you, bring both the palms together in the Namaskar Mudra and then slowly lower your forehead down onto the ground. Keeping your palms together below the chin and hold this prostration posture. Namaskar Mudra, Kriti Seshta Kumbhaka. Visualize the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Yoga, radiating the divine effulgence. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ubhyo Patyorangam Ubhyor Janu No Tatha. The next asana is Maralasana. In this asana, start from the kneeling position with your knees together and spine tall, and then lean forward, place your palms on the ground, fingers facing straight ahead, and fingers are wide apart. Toes are tucked. Bend your elbows, press them against the floor into the abdomen. Engage your core as you slightly shift weight forward onto the hands and the toes. Lift your chest, lengthen your neck like a swan, raising its head. Keep your elbows anchored. Shambhe Mudra Samana Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself as a virgin grace swan. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Maradasanam. The next asana is Mayurasana, Mayurahasana Trini Purvanga. So this is a Mayurasana, but where you lean forward and bring your feet pointed vertically towards the sky. So if you are able to perform the Mayurasana, from there you can lift your legs vertically above the sky, but upper body will still be parallel to the ground. Engage your core, lift your legs high, keeping your spine tall. Shambhe Mudra Samavritti. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize the magician peacock spreading its feathers in all display. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Vyoma Vyomavulambita Shira Prashthe Utsayet. The next asana is Mayurasana Trini Uttaranga. So this is similar to Mayurasana. So extend your legs straight behind you with your feet together. Engage your core and lift your body in Mayurasana. Echo the scripture, move steadily like a peacock. So in this asana, you are moving like a peacock. You are not steady. You are moving like a peacock. Slowly lower one leg and then. So you can bring one hand forward and then bring the other hand forward. Try to move in Mayurasana. Shambhe Mudra Samavritti. Visualize the magician peacock spreading its insect feather in all display. As you engage Mulbandha, gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mayurasana Nama Karatalo Nabhisam Pipe Sthapitva. The next asana is Mayurah Asana Chatur Uttaranga Dve. In this asana, from Mayurasana, you will be bringing one knee at your arms, and extending the other leg behind you with your toes pointed. So this is Mayurasana, but with one leg extended, other knee will be at the elbows or at the upper arm. So give it a try. Shambhe Mudra Samavritti. Visualize a magnificent peacock spreading its iridescent feather in full display. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vyogena Pravartayitva Dakshina Cha Pravartayet. The next asana is Mayurah Asana Chatura Uttaranga, repeated on the other side. So this time, from the previous asana, switch the leg position. Bring the other leg extended back, and the other leg will be on the elbows or the top of the arm or on the side of the arm. So enter into Mayurasana, Shambhe Mudra, engage the core, Samavritti, Mool Bandha, Chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Vame Prasarita Lakshana Cha Pravartayet. Now, slowly lie down in Savasana with the feet and legs extended, spread apart. Engage Mulbandha, visualize your body as sacred offering to death, surrendering reverently. Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda.
Now slowly come to your physical body and straighten your arm. Start to wiggle your fingers, feet, ankles, wrist. Bring the knees to the chest. Roll from side to side. Come back to the comfortable seated position. With your hands in Namaskar Mudra, let's offer our gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Yoga, for giving this opportunity to perform the Nithyananda Yoga. As we end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. With this, thank you all for joining for today's daily live Nithyananda Yoga. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow as well. Thank you. Nithyananda.
Chaturmasya is mainly focused on building